The rivalry between Drake and Kendrick Lamar has been a subject of fascination in hip-hop for over a decade. This beef, characterized by subtle jabs, lyrical sparring, and now full-blown diss tracks, have been captivated fans and critics alike. Diving into the beef sheds light not only on two of rap's biggest players' personal dynamics, but also on the broader cultural forces shaping hip-hop. Born Aubrey Drake Graham on October 24th, 1986 in Toronto, Canada, Drake emerged as a dominant figure in contemporary hip-hop and R&B. Growing up in a musical family, Drake began his career as an actor on the television series Degrassi: The Next Generation. His passion for music, however, led him to pursue a career in rap, releasing mixtapes that gained attention in the industry. Influenced by artists like Kanye West, Jay-Z, and Lil Wayne, Drake developed a style characterized by introspective lyrics, melodic hooks, and emotionally resonant storytelling. He frequently blends rap and singing, often exploring themes of love, fame, and personal growth. Drake has embraced commercial success, consistently topping charts and breaking records. His versatility and ability to adapt to changing trends have solidified his status as one of the most influential artists of his generation. Drake's impact on the genre extends beyond his own music, as he has collaborated with and mentored numerous artists, helping to launch the careers of emerging talent and shape the sound of contemporary hip-hop. Kendrick Lamar, born on June 17, 1987 in Compton, California, rose to prominence as one of the most influential voices in contemporary hip-hop. Growing up in a tough neighborhood known for its gang culture, Lamar found solace in music from an early age. He began writing lyrics as a teenager, drawing from his personal experiences and the realities of life in Compton. Influenced by artists like Tupac Shakur, Snoop Dogg, and Jay-Z, Lamar developed a unique storytelling style that blended intricate wordplay with social commentary. Throughout his career, Lamar has maintained a balance between artistic integrity and commercial success, often critiquing mainstream hip-hop while navigating his own path within it. His music is characterized by intricate rhyme schemes and thought-provoking lyrics, which often incorporate elements of jazz, funk, and spoken word poetry. With critically acclaimed albums like Good Kid, Mad City, and To Pimp a Butterfly, Lamar has become known for his introspective storytelling, tackling themes of race, identity, and social justice. Lamar is also regarded as a cultural icon and a voice for his generation. So, in order to fully understand the feud between Drake and Lamar, we first have to go back all the way to 2011. At the time, Lamar was a largely unknown figure and actually got his break after Drake invited him onto the album Take Care. The following year, Lamar reached his debut album, Good Kid, Mad City, which skyrocketed his popularity, allowing him to make his intentions known. While featuring in Big Sean's Control, Lamar took aim at a host of rappers, including J. Cole, Meek Mill, Pusha T, and Drake, and warned, "I got love for you all, but I'm trying to murder you." After being asked about the dig, Drake commended Lamar for his ambition, but brushed him off as a threat, saying, "I know good and well that Lamar's not murdering me at all in any platform." In the years following, a sort of hip-hop Cold War developed between the two superpowers, and with tensions growing and both exchanging subtle jabs. Ironically, the spark that lit the fuse was a gesture towards unity. In October of last year, Drake released a track collaborating with J. Cole called First Person Shooter, in which Cole said, "Love when they argue the hardest MC. Is it K. Kendrick, Aubrey, Drake, or me? We the big three, like we started a league." Effectively, this equated Cole, Drake, and Kendrick's lyrical skills, and Kendrick clearly had something to say about it. In March of this year, Lamar took aim and fired back with a single verse on producer Metro Boomin's and rapper Future's song Like That. In it, Lamar spat, "Blank the big three, it's just big me." The very next month, Cole replied with a track called 7 Minute Drill, in which he insinuated that Lamar had fallen off with his most recent albums and said, "Push come to shove, on this mic I will humble him." Cole quickly backpedaled and publicly apologized, calling it a huge misstep and praising Lamar's discography. Drake, however, would not take the same approach. The first track, dedicated to dismantling their opponent, came from Drake's corner with his song Push-Ups, with lyrics like Pipsqueak, Pipe Down, You Ain't in No Big Three, SZA got you wiped, Travis got you wiped, 21 Savage got you wiped. He belittled Lamar for his stature and suggested that he was irrelevant in the hip-hop landscape, while also name-dropping Rick Ross, Future, and The Weeknd. After this release, both Kanye and Rick Ross responded, but there was no word from Kendrick. Going even further, Drake released another diss track called Tailor Made Freestyle. In it, he used AI to make it sound like Tupac Shakur and Snoop Dogg, i.e. Lamar's biggest influences, to call K. Lamar a coward for not releasing his music the same week as Taylor Swift. Eventually, the song was taken down at the request of Shakur's estate, but the damage had been done, and Lamar could no longer ignore the situation. His response was a 6-minute takedown titled Euphoria, which he called Drake out for being predictable, a manipulator, a liar, using ghostwriters, and being a bad parent. More than anything, though, he told Drake that he hated him. With bars like, "Let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way you walk, the way you talk. I hate the way you dress." The message was clear. Like Drake did, less than 72 hours later, Lamar dropped a second back-to-back diss called 616 in LA, where lyrics like, "You must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it," suggested that members of Drake's own entourage were feeding him inside information. 3 days later, on May 4th, Drake responded with his song Family Matters, in which he responded to Lamar's claim of him being a poor father. In it, he also raised the stakes and called Kendrick a domestic abuser by saying, "When you put your hands on your girl, is it self-defense because she's bigger than you? Your back is up against the curb. You digging for dirt, should be digging for proof." Only 20 minutes later, Lamar retaliated with a track called Meet the Grams, in which each verse he addressed a different family member of Drake and throws the rapper's failures in their faces. In the opening lyrics, Lamar addresses Drake's 6-year-old son Adonis by saying, "I'm sorry that man is your father. Let me be honest. And let me be your mentor since your daddy don't teach you expletive." That same day, Lamar dropped a fourth track, Not Like Us, in which he alleged Drake is a predator and pursued underage women. He does this by rapping, say, "Drake, I hear you like I'm young, trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor." A day later, Drake dropped the most recent response, The Heart Part 6, in which he dared Lamar to provide proof of this claim and suggested that Lamar had been leaked fake information from the start. Drake spat, "We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it." Since Drake's last drop, the scene has been silent, as no new music from either artist has dropped. Many have speculated the victor of the confrontation, but since it's such a hotly contested subject, no consensus has been formed. Many are excited about all the new music that's flooded the scene, but other listeners are growing tired of all the conflict and buzz surrounding the artists. Regardless of how they feel, everyone can agree that there hasn't been a beef like this since Ice Cube's legendary track, No Vaseline. And with that, let's see what Man on the Street has to say about this. Okay. Question 1. Do you know what's currently happening between Kendrick Lamar and Drake?
Yes, I've been very interested in how it's been going.
Okay, and in your opinion, is there a victor, do you think?
I think at this point, Kendrick Lamar has won the whole rap battle just because there has been no response on Drake's part, and I believe Drake posted on his Instagram like "summer vibes only" or something along those lines. So he's really trying to sweep this whole beef under the rug. I believe.
Gotcha. Do you think the additions from Rick Ross, Kanye West, and Metro Boomin have aided Kendrick Lamar?
I don't think so, because I knew Kanye dropped the song, and from the Rick Ross drop, I mainly just knew he dropped a diss on Drake, but I really haven't been paying attention to their responses. I've been paying more attention to what Kendrick has been responding to.
What he won versus... Yeah. All right, well, thank you. Mm-hmm. Well, that's one person in favor of Kendrick. Let's see what someone else has to say about it. Hi, so are you currently aware of the situation happening right now between Kendrick Lamar and Drake?
Yeah, I've heard about it. I've heard the diss tracks.
Right on. Do you think there's a victor in sight?
A victory in sight? Yeah, definitely Kendrick. He's definitely kind of burying Drake in this match.
Have you listened to all the music involved in the tracks?
Between both of them, yes, I have.
And Kendrick for sure.
Absolutely. He's called Drake out in almost every other instance, and it feels like Drake's last song was just him saying no to everything.
Yep.
And then tooting his own horn, but I think everyone agrees he definitely lost this one.
All right, thanks for the answer. Well, there's 2 in favor of Kendrick. Let's see what our third and final speaker has to say about the situation. All right, so are you aware of the situation between Kendrick Lamar and Drake happening right now?
Yeah, I'm very aware of what's going on. I'm not super familiar, but it's definitely all over social media.
Definitely,
So,
yeah. Are you partial to any rapper in particular? Do you think one's winning?
In the situation, from what I've seen, it definitely seems that Kendrick Lamar has the upper hand. I mean, it just, from everybody's perspective, all the posts you see online, it's always just Kendrick Lamar has the better tracks, Kendrick Lamar has the better music, and apparently just is getting the better roasts and just getting the better shots in. So definitely, without a doubt, we can just see that Kendrick is just taking the game. And like I said, I listen to a lot of just Kendrick Lamar's music, so I definitely think he just has a better sound. I think a lot of people can agree. But no, yeah, that's how I feel about where they stand.
For sure. Do you think that partiality to Kendrick is due to mainly their previous music? Do you think people like the style of Kendrick more in general than the style of Drake, and that's why they're giving it to Kendrick? Or is it strictly because of the disses when observed in a vacuum?
I think it's just I think it just has to do with Kendrick's music being better overall, and I also think it's there's 2 different groups. Obviously, one that's people who listen to Kendrick Lamar's music and the people who listen to Drake, and there's people who belong to both. But I just think Kendrick's crowd is a lot older and a lot larger. So I just feel like it has to do more with the music. And I think Drake just has a lot more dirt on him, just with what he's done. So a lot of it has to do with their character, both of their character and their actions throughout their life. So it seems that Drake is just hasn't not too much going for him with that regard. So both of those things are really big factors in the thing, and I think just Kendrick has the upper hand in both.
Yeah, gotcha. Wow, thank you for answering.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there we have it. 3 for 3, all in favor of Kendrick Lamar. So that may be what others think, but it really comes down to what you as a listener feel and what artists resonate with your own views and which artist you think is doing more for the scene. So in any case, thank you for listening. And I definitely encourage you guys to go out, listen to music, and make a judgment for yourself. Thank you.